First Abyssinian Baptist Church. I'm Bishop Anthony R. Williams. I pastor here, and I'm really, excited about a new ministry that I will be embarking upon, starting the first Sunday in June, and each Sunday thereafter, around the hours of 4 o'clock here in the sanctuary of our church. I'll be talking basically from this theme, "Broken Wings Do Fly Again." I wrote this book, incidentally, some years ago, birthed out of my own experience, having gone through some valleys and seeing how God could manifest Himself in my life and bring me back. And I want to share with different persons on how to fly again. If your wings have been broken or clipped, as we sometimes say, you can get back up again. You can fly again. There's no limitations on those of us who trust the Lord, and thus lean not to our own understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge Him, because He said in His Word that He will direct our path. And so again, I'm going to be meeting here starting the first Sunday in June at 4 o'clock. And I'm going to be talking about principles for flying again, overcoming, some of those valleys that we feel at times we can't get out of, whether it may be economical, whether it be marital, whether it be in terms of the relationship we have with our children. It could in fact be something that we're going through on our job that makes it difficult to get up in the morning and to go to work, and to be able to maintain our composure and to do a very productive job. God can raise you back up again. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't fly again. Broken wings are meant to heal, particularly when we have Christ who's beneath our wings, who's able to restore us and be able to give us back our strength. Isaiah said, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with the wings of an eagle. They shall run and not get weary, and they shall walk and not faint." You can fly again. You might have had a marital setback, or you might have gone through an emotional setback, or the doctors have diagnosed you with a terminal illness, and you're wondering, will I live to see the fruition of my dreams? Will I be able to travel and do all the things that I had once desired to do? Yes, you can get back up again. I'm a witness that though we fall 7 times, God can raise us back up again. There's no weapon formed against you or I that can prosper, and every tongue that rises up against us shall fall. And so I ask myself from time to time, God, what do you want me to do next? It was shared within our service on today that we have to move in the direction of our burden. God has given me a burden to touch lives, not just to build a big church, or not just to have, success personally, but to see people be resurrected. And there are those of us who, if anything like me, you've had some times when you've been pushed in the corner and you didn't know how you was going to make it. It looked like everything and everybody was moving up all around you, and you was asking yourself the question, when will it be my turn? When can I come out of the valleys of my own despair and begin to soar again, begin to take the wings of a dove and just fly away? Well, God has a set time for you. He has a set time for me. I've learned through my own experience that though the vision tarry, the scripture tells us to wait on it. The book of Habakkuk. You can make it. You can fly again. There may be a young lady who hears this message. There may be a young brother, maybe some young teenager that I can speak to directly through this weekly conference again that will start in the month of June. Each Sunday, starting the first Sunday in June throughout the month of June, I'll be sharing with you about broken wings do fly again. And we'll be talking about, what steps to take. Where are you at now? What point are you in your process for recovery? Are you still contemplating the fact that you've gone and, beyond help, or you cannot be put back together again? God can heal the wounded heart and the broken spirit. He can raise you back up. As a matter of fact, if you've fallen financially, don't ever think that you can't recover from that. Sometimes our best seasons economically come from the times in which we have seemingly lost everything, have gone into foreclosure, have had to file bankruptcy, have lost a job, have had setbacks. Whereas, you may have sold into somebody's life expecting them to reimburse you, but they didn't do it. And you're wondering, how can I recover from that? Well, God's going to speak to you through these sessions, and I'm just looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a liberating experience. It's going to be a breakthrough. You can come comfortable. You can be dressed up, whereas you may come straight from church. But just come and be a part of us. If you want to just relax, if you want to, bring a little something to eat, you can do that too. The sanctuary is very cool. We'll be comfortable, and I'm just going to be sharing with you from my heart, nothing formal. I just want to pour into people and let them know that you can fly again. I've witnessed it all, throughout the 30 years of my pastorate, people who have been broken, people who have been on the rocks, people who didn't think that God cared anymore. Well, the Bible says God would dispatch his angels to give charge over us, to raise us back up in seasons when we just feel like there's no other recourse. We might as well just give up and die. In fact, people are losing hope today, and my heart goes out to them, because the Bible said hope deferred makes the heart sick. It makes you depend on substances. It makes you depend on false friends. It makes you depend on things you see by way of entertainment or some other form of literature or things of that nature. But God's word is our liberating source. The Bible says he's come that we might have life, and that we might have it more abundantly. You don't have to stay down. I didn't stay down when my wings were broken because of what I had gone through, my distress, my depression back in some years ago. God heard my prayer. He brought me out. He raised me back up again. He made me stronger. When I find myself, when my wings get a little, broken every now and then, even now, after God raised you up, you can still go through a season where your wings can be, broken. But I look back and I say, God, if you brought me back, if you brought me through all of that, I believe you can bring me through this now. And what God does, he honors his word. He honors his testimonies that he's given unto us. I look at people like the Apostle Paul, who we acclaim today. I don't think a Sundays go by a preacher don't say something about the Apostle Paul. But we have to take into account that Paul's wings were broken. Paul was shipwrecked. Paul was bitten by a snake. Paul was, betrayed by his own countrymen. Paul was placed in prison. Paul was beaten. Paul was falsely accused. But yet we are celebrating him even now, because why? God helped them to fly again. Paul says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that's my testimony today. Not that we are so strong, not that we have all the answers, not that we have a network, or we have financial stability where we can, kind of pay our way through some things, or just, go away if we, feel as though the world is closing in on us. But we have Christ, who's able to restore. He's able to give us back the years that the locust has eaten up. So I'm not going to hold you today. I'm looking forward to sharing more. There's so much in me that God has, allowed me to experience. And I believe this is my season. As pastor, I've labored under the influence of many, many leaders over the years, great leaders in this city who have been, called home to be with the Lord. And I often wonder, say, Lord, where are all the mentors? And God says, you may not have the mentors in this season, but you are my voice. You are the one that's going to mentor others the same way some of these great leaders, pastors have influenced you and poured into your life. I want you to pour into the lives of others. I learned so much from some of the great men and women that have gone on to be with the Lord. And I'll just share one thought with you today in terms of of your renewal, of your restoration, and that is prayer. Prayer changes things. God says, my people, if they are called by my name, and they humble themselves and seek my face and pray, then will I hear from heaven, and I'll come down and heal their land. So just until we meet here at the sanctuary throughout the month of June, keep that thought in mind. Work in that particular discipline of your life. Start praying. Go into, as the Bible says, go into your own little secret closet. The Bible says when we enter into our little secret closet, he shall reward us openly. Pray. Say, God, show me a way out of this. Show me a way of financial restoration. Show me a way to get my marriage back on track. Show me how to go to work and not feel despondent or depressed because others have gotten promoted and I didn't get promoted. But Lord, I'm going to trust you for it. I'm going to pray and I'm going to believe that you're going to do a new thing in me. The Bible says he's going to do a new thing, and it shall spring forth, and you shall know it. And so until next month, I'll be sharing with you. This feed will be live starting the first Sunday in June, and I'll just be pouring out. If you have family members or friends, bring them with you. Maybe some young teenage young man who's going through a difficult time. He's in that, going through a season of rebellion. He's maybe gotten into some trouble, have a court case coming up. Bring him out. Let me pour into him. Let me encourage him. Let me exercise his faith. Let me tell him that broken wings do fly again. So until then, pray for me. I'll pray for you. And we look forward to God doing a great great work in all of